Hello Steelers, and welcome to another Bench Report hobby update. This one has been a reasonably quiet week, but I have been working my way through quite a lot of bits and pieces. So we'll take those one step at a time. As some of you probably know, because if you've been following this, should we call it a project? Recently I've been reworking my O Group battalions, in particular the Germans and the Soviets. I got some stuff in the other week for the Soviets, the Battlefront figures. I managed to complete the second company this week, so that's 2 of 3 completed now. They're just ready to go, they're just sitting in the box. They should be appearing on screen at the moment. I have got the third company here on the table ready to go, so these are yet to be undercoated, but I'm going to get those painted. I'm also going to do a video about painting these as well, so I'm working on that at the moment, so that's another thing that I'm kind of been doing this week. I've also completed as well the Soviet support as well, so this is again from that same box. Mostly this is like medium machine guns, 30mm mortars, anti-tank rifles and flamethrowers as well. These all came out of that same platoon box that the company box, I think, that the Battlefront did. So you get quite a lot of good stuff from there. The reason I did the supports before I did the third company is because I ran out of bases from war bases, so that's one of the few things I got in the post this week, was just some extra bases from war bases ready to continue with those. Also, I've been working on a bit of terrain as well, and I made some cornfields. These are made out of basically out of doormat material with what we call it, it's this clump foliage around the outside. I'm currently waiting for some gates to come through from Sabotage, so Paul's going to send me some of those. They'll probably be here early next week at some point, so we're just going to wait for those and I'll finish those off. And again, I'm going to make a video of those as well. So most of that is shot, I just need to finish them off and get them done. I'm also going to do some plough fields as well. I was going to do them this weekend, but I just haven't had time to fit them in, unfortunately. But I'm going to do a video on how I've made these, so wait around and you'll see that at some point, along with the ploughed fields. The other thing I got as well was a mat from Geek Villain. This is a fleece mat. This is one of their grass terrain mats. This just came in the post the other day. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've actually done a quick review of this as well. So that's going to be that will be coming along. I'm going to put that out either this week or next week. So just keep an eye out for that midweek. I think that will come out. So like I said, I'm not going to say too much about it, but I just kind of wanted to upgrade my mats because my older one from Tiny War Games, Tiny Cat, has got super glue and things on it, so I thought, well, I'll just get a new one rather than try to clean that off. In other news as well, this might be quite short, to be honest. I've played Sharp Practice again with my friend at the weekend. I did record a solo version of it at the start of the weekend, but then we had a game as well last Monday with Brunswick versus the French. Great game. Just quickly put together a little attack on an objective scenario. Whereas I played as the Brunswick, he plays as the French, and I just picked a victory largely on the force morale, because I destroyed his skirmishers and then went on to get into fisticuffs with the other bits and pieces. They took a good drubbing, but it was a great game, really good fun. And also over in Barnsley as well, Neil hosted a game of O Group. Unfortunately, I didn't get any photos of it because we were too into the game. We only managed to get through about 3 turns because it was a bit of a learning game for the guys as we were playing, but they seemed to enjoy it, but I'm not entirely sure how it finished off. But the Germans, and I was defending the Germans with Mick, and we were doing all right towards the end by the time I left, at least. So I'm hoping that I think I left it in good form. Also as well, over on the channel as well, I released the Algernon Pulls It Off quick strike video for the death of Werner Voss, which you can check out on the channel. It's gone to #1 in my viewings in the rankings almost immediately. It's gone massive, and the reason for that is, and I've got to say thank you, is to the guys at Little Wars, and in particular Greg, who's shared it on their social medias, and I really appreciate that, guys. Thanks a million if you are watching. It's well appreciated, and it's absolutely shot the video through the viewing figures, and I'm well chuffed about that, because I put quite a bit of work into it, so you know, it's nice to see the fruits of your labour sometimes coming out. But go and check that out. It's only 10 minutes long. You might enjoy it. I will at some point probably write up the scenario as something and put it somewhere. I'm not saying where yet, but it might appear at some point in future. Easy enough to play anyway. Oh yes, one other thing. The only other thing I'm doing is I'm currently painting another one of these 3D houses. The last couple of these are left. Completely forgot that. And I'm also making a painting video on these as well, so that's something else that will be out at some point in future, because I've done so many of them. I'm down to the last couple of these now, and I just want to kind of get them out of the way and draw a line under them, so I can work on other things. So that's as much as I can say. Come and check out the Storm of Steel Facebook page and the Facebook group as well. Please get in there, get posting, get some stuff happening in there. Show us your photos of what you've been up to and what you're going to do. The group is closing in, I think, on 500 members at the moment, so that's pretty good. That's good to see. It's very popular. There won't be a live stream on Tuesday, unfortunately, because I've got some work to do. I might do one later in the week, but I'm also been thinking about doing an Ask Me Anything session as well as a live session, so I might do that for the following Tuesday instead of this Tuesday. I will put out a post on the community tab here on the channel. I'll also put one on the Facebook pages as well, and then if people just want to shove some questions in there, I was thinking about doing a live Ask Me Anything and also a pre-recorded one, so people who aren't able to get in on the live one will at least be able to ask questions, and I'll just gather them up and I'll answer them to the best that I can. All right. As I say, a relatively short one, because the things that I've done have been just concentrating on a couple of bits and pieces. But that'll do for this one. If you want to help out the channel, check out the Patreon. You do get free access, ad-free access to and early access to videos. Same with channel memberships as well. So just check those out. Any funds that are raised from channel membership and from Patreon go straight back into helping the channel out and keeping the lights on here at Steel Towers. So I will stop there, and I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't, do subscribe.